Alright guys, have a small haul video for you today, and then I may show you some pictures. I went to the National Farm Machinery Show in Kentucky, and I got some things. One of the things I was looking for, and the other two I was not looking for because I didn't even know that they existed. So this was the first thing I got. I didn't find any. I don't know if they have them. I know normally for the farm, some of the different shows that they have tractors that have, they say on the top of the tractor, you know, this is from the National whatever farm show, or you know, whatever the show is from, the Lafayette toy show or whatever, you know, and they say on the top of it. Well, they didn't have any tractors like that at the Farm Machinery Show, but that's okay. I found some other things I like. These came, apparently this place was called Moore's, and it was in Dresden, Ohio. Got this little truck for $10. I've never seen it before, and I'm gonna have trouble getting the sticker off, apparently. It's a little Ertl. I guess I can angle that down. It's a little Ertl, really nice truck. It's got nice wood grain on the back step there. I don't even know what kind of truck this was. I just like the styling of it. 1937 Ford truck from Ertl. So all of what is white is die cast. So it's got some weight to it. I like the pie crust tires on it. Accurate for the year of the truck that is. The nice chrome wheels on it. Fuel tanks, most likely. Oops. There you go. Didn't get zoomed out all the way like I thought I did. So they've put forth the effort to make the little latches for the hood, even though the fenders are in the way and you can't see them, because that's just how Ertl is. See, this cab is a different way from the fender, different piece, so that's how they got away with that. It's got an interior pretty basic. I imagine the real truck, it's pretty basic. Split windshield, nice chrome grille, still has both of its headlights and the entire bumper. There's no cracks in the where the wheels attach the axles. I've got a trailer for this, but I forgot to bring it over here. It's squeaky, but it rolls good. It could maybe use some 3-in-1 oil or something, but it does actually roll pretty good. It rolls smooth, and I don't have to put forth a lot of force. The other thing we got was also an Ertl. This didn't come from Moore's. This came from something else. The Q-tip wasn't in there. That was on my table when I picked it up. Doing a project or something. So this is a Ertl Ford, what they call a brick nose Ford truck. I just did a custom with one of these. And funnily enough, I was thinking of doing a custom that was painted like this, because this looks like the, excuse me, the Eddie, I cannot talk tonight, the Eddie Bauer edition Fords. You know, it says Eddie Bauer back there, and it's, I think they had a special interior or something. Anyway, they were always pretty trucks. They had nice paint jobs on them. That's what this one reminded me of. I don't have to do that because Ertl did it for me. I didn't even know Ertl had this color combination for this truck. Now I wonder if this is a newer casting than the previous truck that I had done the custom on, because this one, you can see that rectangle in the bed. The gooseneck hitch is not punched out. So just a regular pickup. A little trailer hitch on it, as all the Ertls do. It's not a scratch, but it's a little mark. I don't think it's a scratch, maybe it is. That's the only spot that I see on it. So it's in really good shape. It's a really pretty truck, and I've not seen this color combination of the green and the tan, or almond, I guess you would call that color. That one rolls really nice. And just one more thing here. This came from Moore's. I got these little parts for a custom that I'm going to do. First thing I got is, here's a little flatbed, and I'm really hoping that it is gonna be the right size. Lengthwise, I think it is. I just hope it's not too wide. So you can see where it's got all these lines in it. It's some type of laser made cast. I don't think this was a poured cast. You know, you can make a mold and pour the molten metal in it, and then it hardens. I've seen people do that on YouTube, but I don't think that's how this is made. I don't think this is cast quite like that. If there's such a thing as a metal 3D printer, I'm not sure if there is or not, but that's kind of what all these lines make me think of. I'm not really sure what kind of metal this is. I don't know if it's die cast or if it's aluminum or what. But it's got a little gooseneck hitch. It's got a little bitty trailer hitch. It's got spots for tail lights. Got the mesh on the back window. I like it's got this rectangle here too in the center. You could theoretically cut that out and put a piece of screen over that, and then that would be your back window, and that may just be what I do. So there's that, and then got these little toolboxes that come with it. I got 2 of these. See, they're supposed to go like so. I got one for that, and then one not for this truck, but for another truck that I've got. Should have bought one more of these little toolboxes, but I didn't. I was thinking I needed 2 of them for this flatbed. I didn't really think about the fact that I could use these for something else. And then I looked at the truck I was going to do a custom of, and it only had 1 box on it. So, so you can see how that would fit on, like, say, an Ertl casting. It wouldn't have that much of a gap, you know. I mean, you cut the bed off, and then there you go. But this isn't for an Ertl, so I don't have to worry about it. I actually have to build quite a bit of the truck that's for. They are metal, though, whatever kind of metal they're made out of. I don't know if you guys have seen the video or not of the Kuhn accelerator that I did a video on a while back. But I saw a real one of these at the Farm Machinery show. And let me tell you what, this is a great big piece of equipment. I mean, you can kind of tell that by the way that this model is, but still, I mean, when you see it in person, inside, on a big foam mat, it looks really big. I don't have a model of anything else that I saw there, but there were some other neat things. I got my little Samsung camera here. I was going to insert these in the video, but I think what I can do is just show them on here. This is the Kuhn accelerator disc, same model as my little model. It's sitting there. So that was pretty cool. Come on, camera. It doesn't like focusing on that LCD screen, evidently. If you're into antique farm machinery, you'll appreciate this. This is one of the early models of the J&M grain wagon, gravity wagon. And then that black one in the background is a new one, which you could probably fit about 8 of this 1960 one in. So I wish these pictures were clearer for you guys, because they're actually good pictures. The camera's just not focusing on the camera screen. But that's the modern J&M wagon. You can see some guys standing around it. Well, you can see that guy standing down by the tire. That's a normal sized human being. And that's the tire for that thing. So that's how big that one is. Then this was pretty cool. This is for putting in drainage tile. Of course, those are pretty common around here, but I found it interesting. This is a brand new one, and it looks just like they have for decades and decades and decades. They've always looked like that, even back before they had a cab. When these things were powered by a hit-and-miss engine, it still had this overall basic design to it. I don't think it had the conveyor that it does up here, but this overall design is exactly the same as it's always been. Saw one of these tractors. This was a TYM, I believe is what that was. Yeah, you can see there, that's a TYM. And never seen one before, never heard of a TYM before. But they were very, very red, and they look very, very modern. This fits in with the channel pretty well, since I like to do little die-cast things. This was a giant 1/64 scale diorama, which you can find this model on the classic, no, what's that channel called? Toy Tractor Times, I think is what that channel is called. You can see all of the different things going on. You got the house and the cattle and the farm. And got all kinds of things going on over here. Semi-truck overturned, and they're lifting it up with the tow truck. I think they're making windrows over there. They're mowing the side ditches. Spraying the field. This guy got stuck cutting across the culvert there. I think that's a Versatile, and they're pulling it out with a Challenger. There it is from up above. We were going up the escalator, which was a perfect place for this thing, because there you get the whole idea of how long this is. I really didn't cut off too much on either end of this. There's another maybe 2 foot on this end, but there's nothing else on that end. But you kind of get the idea with the people standing there of how massive that layout is. This was a limited production, excuse me, Case IH Magnum 400. The limited production model was painted in this black color, jet black color. Pretty tractor. It was interesting, it had wheels on the front and tracks on the back. One of my favorite things at the show was this Mahindra Roxor. And the Roxor basically is the closest thing that you could ever get to ordering a 2023 Willys Army Jeep. It's built tough, it's rugged, 4-wheel drive. It only goes 55 mile an hour, just like an original Willys Jeep. You have one transmission choice, a 5-speed manual, which is perfect for this. You know, something else that only came with a 5-speed manual in early production years, the Yugo. I think there were other transmissions available for the Yugo in later years, but for the early ones only had 5-speed manual. I think it was a 5-speed. I know it was a manual. There are two color options for this thing, red or black. It's got a little turbo diesel engine in it. There's the front end, and I really like this front end on it. I feel like it copies the Jeep too much with the other front end that's on it, but this is Mahindra's own design on this front end here. It's got a Warn winch on it. That's kind of an extra option that you can buy. There's the badge for it. There are kits you can buy for these things to license these, and you can drive them on the road like a pickup truck. And that's really seems like a good thing to do with it. That top comes off, the doors come off. Basically, you're unlimited to what you can do with those things. This is what Mahindra usually makes, is tractors. There is a different version of the Roxor. This one has no top and no doors. That's the base model. I think, oops, my bad. The one with the top, that one is called the all-weather model. And this is just the base model. Personally, I like the red one, but I like the wheels on the base model better. There's the back of it. I was wondering last night when I got home, these have these little fenders in the back of them, wheel wells, there they are. I wonder if you could mount the jump seats from the old Army Jeeps onto these trucks. I'm sure that you could. They're almost the exact same size. They have one gauge in them. That is Mahindra's Ford NASCAR. There's a Roxor that is custom painted with green. But that was my favorite thing of the show. We'll move on to the Class Combine. That is definitely different than the Class Combine that I did a video on, I don't know, a while back in the Antique Haul video. And then since you saw it already, that's a picture of one of the big rigs they had outside for the tractor pull tractors. So I hope you enjoyed this video, kind of a different thing with the slideshow. Sorry the pictures weren't real clear because I just showed them off of my camera, but I thought that was just as well since I normally can't get the I'm not real technologically savvy, and so I have trouble making slideshows like that. So it'd be easier for me to show it on the camera like I did. So like, comment, subscribe for more. Have a great day. I'll catch you in the next video. And if you like this one, let me know. Kind of a different thing with the slideshow, like I said.